Hi everyone, it's Mal from Sparkly Belly. When I first visited a fabric store, I was at a loss. All I saw there were rows and rows of colorful fabric bolts labeled with foreign names, and I didn't know what I was looking for. I didn't even know whether I was allowed to touch the fabric. So I ended up walking out the store empty-handed. Well, I don't want you to walk out of the store empty-handed. In my last video, I shared with you what you need and don't need for dance costume making. In this video, I'll share with you how to pick the right type of fabric for your dance costume project so you can jump onto your project right away. And I'll have a free gift at the end of the video, so stick around. Let's get started. For dance costumes, here are types of fabric that's used often. Chiffon. This type of really lightweight sheer fabric is called chiffon. You may hear polyester, chiffon, or silk, but that's just what the fabric is made out of. Polyester one is cheaper than silk one, and if you touch it in person, it feels very different. Silk one is much smoother and floats amazingly. Often people make flowy circle skirts, veils, and drapes with this fabric. As you can see, it's great for making things that catch air as you move. Satin. Another lightweight fabric you see often is satin. The major difference between chiffon and satin is that satin is opaque and has this beautiful sheen to it. Just like chiffon, satin is great for making skirts, and the texture creates a luxurious feel. But it is opaque and not see-through, so it doesn't appear as lightweight as chiffon does. Spandex. If you want to make a more fitted costume, you need stretch fabric. If you make a fitted skirt with fabric that doesn't stretch, it'll rip as soon as you start to dance. Spandex fabric is great for this. Spandex is actually the name of that stretchy fiber contained in the fabric. Try going into the performance wear or swimwear section of your fabric store and look at the label on the fabric. It would say 8% spandex, 92% nylon or polyester, or something like that. There's stretch fabric that's 100% polyester, for example, but for making dance costumes, I prefer stretch fabric with some percentage of spandex in it. It tends to be sturdier and more comfortable. Velvet. This fuzzy, luxurious texture, this is velvet. Velvet has this beautiful texture and instantly makes the costume look expansive. Some velvet comes with stretch. If you want to make a leotard or a fitted mermaid skirt with velvet, make sure it has good stretch in it. This fuzzy texture can be great at hiding imperfections. So for belly dance bra making, I always recommend velvet for the finishing fabric for beginners. Depending on your dance style, you may see other fabrics too, but these are common ones. The best way to get to know them is to actually go to the store in person and find them and feel them. Speaking of seeing fabric in person, here's the next question. Can I touch fabric in fabric stores? Yes, unless the store specifically says to not touch, which I've never seen personally. Of course, have clean hands and be gentle with the fabric, but it's generally okay to pick up fabric you like and feel the texture and drape with your hands. And some projects actually specify how much stretch your fabric should have, so make sure to feel your fabric and pick the right type of fabric. How do I buy fabric? A fabric store have a cutting station with a large table. So take a bolt of the fabric you like to that cutting station. And fabric is usually priced per meter or per yard depending on where you are. Look for the sign or a little label attached to the bolt of the fabric. If you're unsure, make sure to ask the store person before they start cutting the fabric. Also, you should know how much fabric you need. Your project might say how much fabric you need. If not, you should estimate how much you need before you go to the store. And it's always good practice to buy half to 1 yard extra fabric just in case you make a mistake or you somehow need a little extra. It's quite possible that your fabric store doesn't carry the same fabric all the time, so pick extra fabric when you have the chance. Oh, and if the store is like a warehouse and you can't get a bolt yourself, do ask for help. Those bolts can be very heavy. So at the cutting station, simply tell the shop person how much fabric you need and they'll cut the exact amount for you. And they'll give you a slip that says how much the fabric is per meter per yard and how much fabric it is. Take the slip and the fabric to the cashier and make a payment. And that's it. So I hope this video helps you feel more confident when you go to a fabric store next time. And as a free gift, I summarized everything I shared with you in this video in a downloadable chart, which you can get from my blog for free. Find the link in the description. And if you want to learn how to cut, how to sew, and how to handle different types of dancewear fabric, I cover all these topics in my belly dance costume workshop. You can learn more about my workshop from the link in the description. Thanks for watching and keep sparkling!